Hello, I'm Joel Baird, the General Manager of Missoula Community Access Television, inviting you to the Candidates Edition of What's Up Missoula. We're endeavoring to try to bring to you anyway a little look at candidates, just 10 or 12 minutes of them responding to the same questions that I thought up that are very general anyway, to give you an opportunity to see who is running in the City Council race. With me tonight is Pam Walzer. She represents Ward 2. Pam, thanks so much for coming.
Well, thank you.
I have got my questions ready, and so I shall issue them. Pam, what do you think is the most important issue facing the city in the next 2 years?
Well, I think it's to not slip backwards from where we are. We've worked very hard to make this really one of the best places to live. And we're getting a lot of pressure to, we shouldn't have to pay money to work on roads or work on sidewalks or keep our parks up and protect our urban forest. And we're just barely starting to make sure that we have enough to fund all of that. And I'm really worried that we're going to slip backwards, that we will start to cave to that, don't tax us because it's going to be so hard. But economic development requires that we have a vibrant city. We have a beautiful city. People want to live here. People want to bring their businesses here. And I'm really worried that we might fall backwards and not be able to maintain the city in its best fashion.
Okay. How do you differ from the other candidates in this race?
Well, the candidates running against me, I feel he's different because I don't think he appreciates the role of government in the society, that how important it is for us to work together to accomplish certain things. I think he feels that government is a bad thing and that we should reduce services and not spend money on things. Well, it takes money to put in a sewer system. It takes money to make sure that our police are paid and we have a good fire department who will be there when you need them to be there, whether it's a fire or it's a medical emergency or a cat up a tree. We need to fund all these services, and they're not free. We do it as efficiently as we can, but I think my opponent does not agree with that, and it's more let private industry take over and do things that private industry knows best. And although I'm all for private industry, I feel they need to be regulated to make certain that they're working in the best interest of us all. And that's our primary difference. He doesn't think that they need to be regulated.
Okay. If you are elected, what would your primary goal be for the next year?
Well, this is a difficult question because it's hard to have one goal. The idea is to keep things going the way we're going, and we have so many different things that are required to do that. To finish improving our wastewater treatment plant, to make sure that we have the best sewer system possible. We're protecting our environment, the Clark Fork River with that. To worry about whether or not we are funding our sidewalks in the best fashion. That's something we're working on right now. I'd love to see that accomplished, but that's not like the goal because it's just one of many goals. Some of the things that I've been working on most separately from everyone else, and then we'll bring to the full council are different wildlife interaction and sustainability issues. So we had passed a while ago an ordinance requiring special management of garbage in areas where there are bears. And we continue to have a horrible problem with our impact on bears in the Rattlesnake and a few other locations. And now there are folks that I hope to finish soon, would like to have beekeeping and beehives and honey and bears is going to be a challenge. And so I think we can do it all, but it's, the goal is to try to figure out how we can all work together, be able to live the way we want to live and not harm our wildlife or our neighbors. So I think that's my primary goal for this next year.
Here's your personal question. What should people know about you? Your experience, your background, your vision?
I like to think of myself very similar to my neighborhood. I'm very eclectic.
Okay.
I live in the Old West Side, and I love my neighborhood because it's such a wide mixture of everything and everybody. I came to Missoula a little over 12 years ago. I chose it over anywhere in the world. I had friends who lived here. I visited here often, and I was uprooting, and I picked Missoula because of everything that it is. And I like to honor that now with my service to the city. What I did before was I was in hazardous waste management and did a lot of environmental work, worked in big companies, and very strong science background. Now I work as a jewelry artisan. I make jewelry for a living, so completely different, but yet doesn't seem to be that much different to me. So I bring to council the desire to have culture within our community. One of the reasons why I came here is because of all of the vibrant culture. And I know how important that is to our community and how it's important economically. So I'm on the Public Art Committee, and I also serve on the board of directors for the Missoula Cultural Council. And in that, I'm trying to promote arts and culture within our community, knowing how not just it's important to us personally, but it's actually a very vibrant part of our economy. 5 years ago, we did a study and found that $34 million of economic activity could be attributed just to nonprofit arts and culture. Didn't even include what I make because I'm a for-profit. So I bring that, but yet on the other hand, I bring the environmental science end, and so I also serve on our Brownfields Revolving Loan Fund, which is a part of an EPA project to revitalize old abandoned industrial sites, sites that are contaminated with numerous things.
White pine.
White pine is one, and the Champion Mill site that's by the Osprey Stadium. Those are things we're working on revitalizing. But likewise, Macy's has a lot of asbestos in it. And so that is a barrier for redeveloping that building. So we were able to assist the purchasers of Macy's with a grant to assess how bad that asbestos was. And so that is something that I'm very pleased to be involved with. Likewise, I'm also on the Local Emergency Planning Committee. So it's a group of Missoula County folks who worry about whether or not we are able to respond to all different kinds of emergencies, whether it's just large fires, forest fires, floods, earthquakes, enormous natural disasters, pandemic, flu, all these sorts of things. And so that's a part of my past experience and training. I was actually trained to be an emergency responder that I bring also to that. So it's a little difficult being an elected person, though, on that committee because I keep trying to do the things that I was trained in the big white suits and going out there and cleaning up hazardous spills. Well, that's not my job now, but I appreciate what they're doing. And so I think I bring that extra level of experience and knowledge. But likewise, I also know about wastewater treatment plants. That's one of the things I got to worried about and regulated when I was working in the past. And so I'm interested with an eclectic interest of all the things that are involved with the city.
Arts to science. Well, we're almost out of time, so is there anything you want to add? I will mention that you have the website, and it's pretty easy. Rick's going to put it on the screen. It's pamwalzer.com. That's pretty easy.
Yes.
Anything you want to go out on?
I just want to say that I absolutely am fascinated with the job of city council person. It is more time than I expected, but I love every minute of it. I enjoy working with the public. I enjoy working with my constituents, and I really enjoy trying to solve the different problems of the city.
Great. Well, Pam, thanks so much for taking the time to be on the show.
Well, thank you.
Well, you're most welcome. And thank you for watching this candidates edition of What's Up Missoula. We'll have more candidates as What's Up Missoula progresses towards Election Day. Thanks for watching.